Hello and welcome to the In Focus series section of Drishti IAS. I am Aisha Singh and in today's video we will be talking about India's first space private launch vehicle or the India's first space private launch that has recently taken place and has been termed as Mission Prarambh, and the launch vehicle has been termed as Vikram S. So, okay, see these images, few of the images of Vikram S or Mission Prarambh, which took place recently from ISRO's spaceport Sriharikota. So these are few of the images. Okay, now let us look at the timeline. First we will be looking at the news, then about Mission Prarambh, then the importance of private sector or the private sector which has participated in the Mission Prarambh, then why the entry of private players is important in the space sector of India, then about InSpace and New Space India Limited. In the end, a prelims MCQ and a mains practice question. This topic is of relevance from General Studies paper 3, which is space technology. See, recently what is happening in the prelims paper or the mains paper, you can see that questions are being asked from space technology and especially which mission belongs to which technology or which country. So you need to know that Mission Prarambh belongs to India. Mission Prarambh is the first private vehicle launch by India in India, and then about the technology used in it, about the launch vehicle, name of launch vehicle, and the importance of private player in the space sector. So let us look at the news, and the news has been taken from Indian Express and it says Mission Prarambh, what to watch in flight of Vikram S, India's first private sector rocket. So the important point here is, first is that the name of the mission is Mission Prarambh. That is the first important point. Then second important point, that this is the first. So whenever the word first comes, it becomes anyway important, that it is the first private sector rocket, and the company which has done this is Skyroot, and which is an Hyderabad based company. Then the flight name is Vikram S. So this becomes third important point. So it has many important points in this. First, that the mission is called Prarambh. Second is the launch vehicle is named as Vikram S. Then it is first private sector rocket of India by company Skyroot. So let's see that this is India's first privately developed launch vehicle which has been named as Vikram S and has been given tribute to Vikram Sarabhai, who was the father of Indian space sector. Then it was blasted off on its first maiden flight from the ISRO's port center, which is Sriharikota. Then it has been named as Mission Prarambh, and Prarambh means beginning, and it has been rightly named because this is the beginning of the private sector. This is the launch of the private sector in the space technology in India, and this is a much anticipated moment, and we have been waiting for this moment since a very long period of time. That we, in many other countries, we have seen that the private sector has been into the space technology. Like in United States of America, we see that SpaceX has such big prominent role to play. Then like that, we also wanted the inclusion of private sector in the space technology, and now the moment has come that Skyroot has launched India's first private launch vehicle, and this is India's private sector's first foray into the promising space launch market, and this has taken place from spaceport Sriharikota. Now let us talk about Mission Prarambh. Then Mission Prarambh has been developed by Hyderabad based Skyroot Aerospace, and Skyroot Aerospace company was started in 2018, and the launch vehicle or the rocket has been named as Vikram S. The rocket which the company Skyroot Aerospace has formed has been named as Vikram S, and Vikram S has been named after Vikram Sarabhai, founder of India's space program. Now let us talk about and discuss about Vikram S rocket, the main center or the main attraction of Mission Prarambh, which is Vikram S rocket. Then Vikram S rocket is single stage suborbital launch vehicle, and it has carried with it 3 customer payloads. Then it is not that the company is designing only one Vikram rocket. In future also we will see the Vikram first, Vikram second and Vikram third. That is different designs of Vikram rockets. Then the Vikram rockets will also have solid and cryogenic fuels in it, and the core structure built using carbon composite. So we can see that by using solid and cryogenic fuel, we can see that the Vikram rocket will not be stuck to only a single type of fuel. And the core structure of the rocket will be built of carbon composites. And the thrusters used for spin stability in the vehicle have been 3D printed. So the thrusters will be 3D printed. This I am talking about first, second, third, and the rocket which has been launched. Then the engine used in the launch vehicle is named Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. So if we see that the Skyroot Aerospace has given tribute to our country's major scientists, as the rocket name has been named Vikram S rocket and the engine has been named after our former president Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. Then Vikram rockets will be able to carry between 290 kg and 560 kg. The important point here is that the one point which is making Vikram S launch so special is that they will be carrying and they will be able to carry small satellites. Because see, the problem with this was earlier the launch of small satellites was always dependent on the launch of big satellite. That if one big satellite will go or if one big rocket will go into the space, then with it the small rockets or the small satellites will also be sent. So it was called a piggyback system. But now with the launch of Vikram S rocket, the small satellites or the small rockets will be able to go in space and does not have to depend or does not have to wait for all the other space operations to happen, so that they can also be placed. Then Vikram rockets will be able to carry between 290 kg and 560 kg payloads into sun synchronous polar orbits. While in comparison to this, India's workhorse, that is Polar Satellite Launch Vehicle, can carry up to 1750 kg to such an orbit. So if you will see that, see, ISRO's workhorse is PSLV. So the Polar Satellite Launch Vehicle can carry up to 1750 kg. While on the other hand, the Vikram rockets will be able to carry 290 to 560 kg payloads into the polar orbits. So the small payloads can go through the Vikram rockets. Now let us talk about the private sector. See, this is an important part, because when it will come about prelims, then you need to know about the name of the mission, the name of the rocket or which company has launched it. Then, but when it comes to mains aspect, then you need to know about the significance of private sector in Indian space technology sector. Then you need to know the importance of private sector, then what private sector is doing or what private sector is capable of doing and why it was needed that the private sector should be included in the space technology. So now let us talk about private sector. So Skyroot is the first private company to launch its own rocket. It's not that only Skyroot is involved in this space technology sector. There are many others also who are trying their level best to do that. Then Agnikul Cosmos is also one of them, whose semi-cryogenic Agnilet engine was test fired for 15 seconds a few weeks earlier only. Then ISRO's small satellite launch vehicle, that is SSLV, are also likely to be manufactured and operated by private players soon. Then the small satellite launch vehicles will also be manufactured by the private players. So this will be a very good step that will be taken in future, and whenever we will see the result of this. Then around 100 startups have already been registered with ISRO to step into this sector of space technology. Now let us talk about that why the entry of private players is considered to be important. Then we all know that ISRO is centrally funded, and we know that with each passing year the fund or the budget of ISRO needs to be increased, because we have always heard that there is budget restriction. Then the budget is between 14 to 15,000 crore, and most of this is used in building rockets and satellites. So to increase the scale of the sector, so to increase the scale of space technology sector in our country, to increase the scale of space technology in India, it was very important, it was very crucial, so that if private sector will enter the space technology sector, then they will bring with themselves the technology, the expertise, the capital, the manpower which is required to take the sector forward, which at present, the burden of which at present was only handled or only was on the shoulders of ISRO. So to increase the scale of the sector, it was imperative for private players to enter the market. So we needed the private players to enter the market so that the space technology sector in our country can move forward and can move away, not away from ISRO, I can say with ISRO, and it can also take ISRO forward also. Then ISRO will be sharing knowledge, technology and expertise with them, because the foremost company or the foremost technology or the foremost knowledge or the foremost expertise in our country regarding the space technology is only with the Indian Space and Research Organization. So ISRO needed to share its expertise with the private players so that both can collaborate with each other and perform better. Then we have seen that the United States, Europe, Russia, they all have private players or big players into the space technology sector, like the SpaceX, Boeing, Airbus, Virgin Galactic, etc. So India also needed this push by the private players. Now let us talk about the in-space. So Indian National Space Promotion and Authorization Center. So IN-SPACE stands for Indian National Space Promotion and Authorization Center. This assesses the needs and demands of private player. So the private players' needs and demands, who assesses it? It is IN-SPACE, including educational and research institutions. And IN-SPACE explore ways to accommodate these requirements in consultation with ISRO. So all the private players can give access their needs or demands, and the IN-SPACE tries to see all these demands of the private player. Then the existing ISRO infrastructure, which is about both ground and space based scientific and technical resources and even data, they are made accessible to interested parties to enable them to carry out their space related activities. So if someone needs expertise, someone has certain kind of knowledge and they want the expertise, or they want certain kind of knowledge from others also, and they want certain inputs from others, then the ISRO helps them and they can go to IN-SPACE, and IN-SPACE can help them with it. Now let us talk about New Space India Limited. So New Space India Limited is Central Public Sector Enterprise of Government of India. It was established in 2019 under the administrative control of Department of Space. So two important points I've already told you, that New Space India Technology is a Central Public Sector Enterprise of Government of India. So it is owned by Government of India. It was established in 2019. It means it is established recently only and under the Department of Space. Its headquarters is based in Bengaluru, and this is the commercial arm of ISRO. And ISRO has one more commercial arm, that is Entrix. So ISRO has Entrix and New Space India Limited as its commercial arm. But there is difference between New Space India Limited and Entrix, and that is that Entrix deals with foreign players and New Space India Limited deals with players from India. So that is about New Space India Limited. Now let us come to the prelims MCQ, and you people need to tell me the answer in the comment section. And it says, consider the following statements, and you have to tell about the correct statements. That Vikram S is single stage suborbital launch vehicle and Mission Prarambh is developed by ISRO, InSpace and Skyroot Aerospace. So, and the codes are 1 only, 2 only, both 1 and 2, neither 1 nor 2. Now let us come to the mains practice question, and that is, how important is it to include private players in space technology? Talk in terms of Mission Prarambh. So this, I think you will be able to do that, because Mission Prarambh has been in news since a lot of time. So that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching. Till we meet next time, keep reading and keep writing.